Yeah, for sure. Is this a video thing? Did you want to see? Did you want to?
No, it's for radio, so yeah, just audio is fine.
Oh, that's cool. Well, I'm here. If you can see me.
Awesome. Well, mate,
Let's
like I
go.
said, thank you so much for talking to us.
For sure, definitely.
So, Jeff, tell us a little bit about this idea that first came about for you when you wanted to do an EP and a short film together. How did that idea first come to you?
Oh man, it's hard to say like how it all kind of it's like chronologically. I'm not sure which idea came first. I've always been wanting to do a music video. This is my first original music video. It's my second studio album, my third solo album. So let me try to think of how I piece it all together. I guess it all started with I started writing my song "Jesus Christ," which is something I guess I've been thinking about for, I guess, forever, really. The whole encountering of people and the thought of religion being kind of like a geopolitical tool of power as opposed to just a spiritual existence sort of phenomenon.
Yep.
So I wrote the song, and then I wanted to make a video for the song, but I felt like the song was so deep to me that I didn't just want to make a 3-minute video, and I just kind of, started clickety-clacking, started writing away at things, and I eventually came up with the script for War Monkey. And, as I was developing all of these things, I was also finishing up writing the other 2 original songs on that track, and, I guess Us and Them, the only cover song I've put on a record is a Pink Floyd song. I mean, thematically it fits with where I was headspace-wise, and I guess I just really like the guitar riff, so I've been playing it around live in Austin, so I figured I'd throw it on the EP.
Most people would know you as a musician. Have you always had that ambition there to be a filmmaker as well? And has film and cinema been a big part of your life?
I wouldn't say film and cinema has necessarily been a huge part of my life. I like TV and I like movies and I like that stuff, as well as I like, like books and magazines and what's the word? Clickbait.
Yeah.
20 lists that you get to on the internet. Oh, cool. 10 different haircuts of Vin Diesel in the 90s. Cool. Wow, that was great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a sucker. I just like content, music, videos, all that stuff. Music's been kind of what I've been proponed to follow, like what I've been just kind of naturally good at, that, makes it easier for me to be like working harder to get to the next level. I got into acting in high school, actually. I did drama, and we call it speech team, but I guess, I don't know, would you guys call it debate team?
Yeah, debate team, yep.
Yeah, so it's more than debating. Debating is part of it, but there's also like, poetry reading, humorous interpretation, and dramatic interpretation, and blah, 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 blah. Prose, I think, is a category.
Yep.
Soliloquies, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, I did that stuff all through high school and then through college. And then I did community theater in high school too. So I did like my school plays and the classes and the competitions and stuff. And then in college, I did a handful of school productions as well as student productions. A couple black box productions. Let's see. And then after that, I kept going to school after school, and I wanted to be a teacher for a while, but then I decided before I do that, I want to go try to be a musician seriously in Austin, Texas first. And I was doing that up until this whole COVID-19 thing. So, yeah, I'm sorry, I got sidetracked there.
That's all right.
Yeah,
I was actually gonna ask about that. How has the whole lockdown affected you? Because we've just been placed in a 6-week second wave lockdown here. So
6 weeks.
Yeah. So what's it been like for you there?
Oh man, it has been. I've been playing guitar. Luckily, I have a creative outlet for all of this. I have a. I slated my CD release. So let's flash back. We're going to flash back to the beginning of COVID-19, right? So South by is about to hit, right? I played my movie once at a screening over South by, like a small local screening thing. It was pretty good. We had 30 people out, which is pretty rad for like an indie film, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And we were going to do it, one or two more times, once over South by, and then a second time to follow up after South by and see if we could like ramp that up. I have my EP right here. I had that whole thing lined up. I had a tour. I had all this stuff. Oh man, it was gonna be a hoot of a summer. I was supposed to spend 6 weeks in Europe with my band Whiskey Shippers, touring, and then several U.S. tours. So unfortunately, due to COVID, all that stuff is not happening. All the physical stuff. I mean, I've still put the CD out, so I'm still selling shirts and stuff online. Because I mean, as you can imagine, for a while there, the merch revenue was nice.
Yeah.
As the show revenue stopped.
Yeah.
I did the live streaming thing for a while, but as well, I feel like with internet presence and social media and stuff like that, perhaps I was 8 years too late to really invest my time into being like into Instagram and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I miss live shows. I miss doing that stuff. That's how I met most of my friends and a lot of the people who I know through music were through live shows and jams and parties and just little shows, all sorts of stuff, what have you. But so doing the live stream thing for me was like I was tapping the well too many times of the same friends and stuff like that. So it's like the algorithm, I suppose, just started really narrowing down to like just showing those few people who were interacting,
Yeah.
And then live streams just started blowing up, and everyone was doing a live stream. And I'm going to do one again here next week, but I've been just kind of holding off to wait for there to be like more special live streams and try to get some attention on it. Because for me, it's like I don't think I'm necessarily going to build fans through just live streams. That's the sort of thing that like you touch in with your fans.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
How did you find the whole live stream experience? Because I had a mate here who is a great live musician, and he did one live stream during the whole COVID lockdown, and he was like, man, I can't do that again. Like, he feeds off his audience, and he said, like, there's comments, but there's no clapping, there's no audience singing along, and he said, nah, I can't do it. It just felt like I was playing in a dead room. How did you find that?
Yeah, it's a weird transition. Certainly, I mean, if I had to do, luckily I'm such like a technical nerd too when it comes to like sound and audio equipment and like what's that, like I was trying to figure out, I had a lot of fun trying to figure out the format of the live stream,
Yeah.
Like I was doing like, how many mics can I do? What sort of different, like I have a couple different, mixers and like what amp or what different amps should I do for Instagram versus Facebook Live and stuff like that. So for the first really like 5 shows that I would do like a weekly thing, for the first 5 shows, I was just so stoked on trying to get the sound right. And then I got the sound really good. And I did it, once I got the sound good, I did like maybe 4 more shows like that. And then I started just kind of petering off a little bit on it. Yeah, it's just, it is just not the same. There's really some... Hello?
Yeah, sorry, I don't know what happened there. Something went weird, but yeah, we're back.
It's all good. Where did I cut off? Something about, was I talking about live streaming still?
Yeah, it just cut off as you started to talk about you got the sound perfect and right.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I got the sound perfect through live streaming, and then, I had my setup right, my right mic placement, all that stuff. But it kind of got stagnant after like 4 or 5 weeks. Live shows are so good because they're unpredictable, right? Like who's watching who at a live show, It's like, I know people are looking at me as I'm playing guitar and singing, but like, if they could see what all they're doing, it's crazy, Like, there's so many just little different unexpected narratives. And for me, I like to be an interactive entertainer and like, talk to the crowd, be like, how are y'all doing? But not just how are y'all doing, but like, ask them funny questions, just kind of impromptu stuff. Like my live rock set or my live solo set is more like a psychedelic kind of power trio deal, as opposed to like the bluegrass power quintet deal that Whiskey Shivers does. Like, we're like a boy band, Uh, yeah, so for me, it's like I have a lot of songs, but then I just kind of pencil in time for unrehearsed moments in which I just interact with the crowd and see what funny stuff they can do. This one. Okay, so like quintessential moment. How long do I have? Am I running out of tape? Or is this like you gonna chop it once I'm?
No, yeah, you're fine. Yeah, we've got about 5 minutes left, but yeah, we're fine.
Sure. I mean, like, okay, so for example, one of my favorite times ever playing a show in Austin was at this place called the Hole in the Wall, Austin, Texas, right? This guy walks in. He's pretty shit-faced. He's pretty, he's been drinking, and it's like his third time that he's come to one of my shows. He was like, dude, I'm so yoked. I forget where he was from, like an East European country. He's like, dude, I'm so. He's like, oh yeah, I just want to do stuff. I was like, all right, guys, and then me and the band, we broke into what was it? We just broke into Wipeout, and I was like, all right, buddy, so, we're gonna match energy levels here. As long as we play Wipeout, I want you to do push-ups. And he was like, yeah, I'm gonna do so many push-ups. And we were playing Wipeout, and I was just shouting, I was like, show me the push-ups, bro! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah, bro, show me the push-ups, bro! And this dude, he started, he was going deep. He was going chest to floor. He probably got, 15 of those. And then he started doing, the long-distance ones. And then, he went for, 2 minutes. At the end, he was doing, these guys where he's not really doing them. But, that's the sort of thing, that was a dive bar for sure. That's definitely, wacky, irreplicable, awesome moment that you maybe don't want to do at a huge venue because you might get kicked out by the promoter. But you know what I'm saying? It's funny, funny shit-kicking shenanigans stuff, and stuff like that happens all the time. It's hard to pull so many quintessential moments. But just how unpredictable a live crowd can be.
Definitely.
And also, it's you can always watch a YouTube video, or you can always get on your Facebook and see what someone's written or whatever. So it's to have another phone interaction to truly understand someone. To me, it almost takes away from the point of it. It's I want to be there. I want you to fucking hear it. One of my favorite things at a show is when it's as an audience member is hearing their instruments before the amps are on, and you can just hear them just hitting the dead strings, and you're like, holy shit, wow, I'm that close, I'm so close, I can just hear you doing that.
Yeah.
To me, that's the sort of weird little exciting stuff, plus the beer and the socializing.
Exactly.
That stuff's great.
Well, mate, what are your plans now for when the COVID lockdown is over? Are you planning on getting out and hitting the road? And what's the plans for the film? Because of course we have lots of film festivals here in Australia as well that you could enter into. So what's the plans?
Actually, man, I've entered into maybe fingers crossed for many reasons. Fingers crossed, one, that the festivals still happen in some form, albeit, digital or mail-in ballot or something. And finger crossed, two, that I get a little placement. But I've submitted to 20 festivals since I released the thing. Because the whole plan was to keep riding the hype of it, and also booking rooms and actually playing it and having screenings and stuff like that. So yeah, the point, my point right now is to keep talking about it, keep putting it out there. Definitely, I did not predict that 2020 would be such a crazy, nonstop news cycle.
Exactly.
To try to enter into the conversation, because you guys had a crazy, you were the crazy thing for a while. Remember? That was
yeah.
Oh man.
We literally went from a summer where there was so much bushfire smoke sitting over our city that you couldn't go outside, and then we had about 2 or 3 weeks where it was oh yeah, life is back to normal, and then it was, no, you guys have got to stay inside. It's it's been 2020 is the year that Australia has said we wish this didn't exist, basically. So yeah. Yeah, man. But that's the comforting thing. It's good to know that we're all feeling it, right? That's the thing. It's if someone was just hey, Jeff, you are going to be quarantined for 3 weeks at first, and then we don't know, let's say up to 6. I don't know. You don't know how long it's gonna be. It's just you. I would be super bummed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I would be the saddest human in the world. But there's something oddly comforting in knowing that the entire world is feeling this bummed about it.
Yeah, and our numbers here for COVID, it's weird. Like, our government is panicking because we've got, I think, 280 cases a day at the moment, and then you see other countries in the world having hundreds and thousands of cases, and it's like, we're in a pretty good spot here at the moment.
Yeah, you guys are great. I mean, you're literally an island, so I mean,
yeah,
you can control who comes in and goes. Now, I got a lot of family. I have a lot of family in Australia too, in New Zealand. I was supposed to go on a family trip to go visit them this past April, but I mean, as you can imagine, that didn't happen.
Yeah. Well, Jeff, I guess to finish off, where can Aussie listeners grab your EP? We know that we'll keep an eye out for the film, but where can they grab your EP at the moment?
You can download it on Bandcamp. The Horticulture Volume 1, you can download it on Bandcamp. You can find it on Spotify. Or if you just go to my website, which you can find on my Instagram or my Facebook, it's jeffhortillosa.com. I will totally send one of these guys overseas to y'all. Wow, look at that guy. Can you see that? Or am I just showing it to no one?
No, I can see it, yeah.
Yeah, man, hold on, let me show you the inside of it too. This guy ended up, so I had like a serious photo session where I was doing like holding the guitar like in front of nature, like doing that whole thing.
Yeah.
And then I said to the photographer, I was like, all right, man, before you wrap up, I have a hamburger costume in the back of my car. Let me just go put it on really quick and let's get a couple. He was like, that sounds great. And we ended up with these.
That's great.
So yeah, man. Yeah, so they can do it on that, and I think shipping's tapped in. I don't know what international shipping is for something, but it's like it weighs less than a letter, so
yeah.
I'd imagine I can send it anywhere. And big ups to my fam over there for sure.
Definitely. Well, mate, thank you so much for chatting to us today. It's been an absolute pleasure, and hopefully we do get to see you in Australia sometime in the next few years.
Hope so, man. I'll be over there. I'll be doing that. Oh wait, can I show you my one Australian trick?
Definitely. That is awesome.
You know what that is?
It was Waltzing Matilda.
Yeah, Tommy Emmanuel. That's Tommy Emmanuel.
Awesome. Well, mate, again,
Tommy Emmanuel version.
Thank you so much. Stay safe, and hopefully we do get to see you very, very soon.
Thanks, man. Equally. Thank you.
All right, mate. Thank you so much for chatting to us.
Take it easy.
Okay,
Peace.
bye.